the economy, they lost their jobs and they had family problems, so they just withdrew. Well, I had financial problems when I was a grad student, and it's really hard because you have to pay your fees, and no matter what, they don't let you continue if you don't pay it. But nowadays, students have so much problems with financial aid. It's getting harder and harder. I had a student, that was in first week. I asked my students to buy a book, and she couldn't buy a book. She gave me several reasons the first week. And one day I sat with her in my office, and I told her, she gave me reasons like she was waiting for financial aid, or she's waiting for her mom to give her money. And then when I sat with her in week 2, she told me that she's having financial problems. She lost her job. I told her, you know, I can give you my book to borrow for some time, at least for week 3 or week 4, and then maybe she can find money to buy it. But she couldn't do it. She gave up. But I feel bad for such students, you know. You try to help them, but you can't do. You have limitations, lack of motivation. I talked to one of my students because she always says she hates math. Where do we use this? Am I going to use this when I, graduate? I tried to teach her like in a simple way. She learns everything, and in the end she says, I hate math. So I was like, tell me, what's your major? And she said, in fashion industry. And I asked her, like, what do you want to do in fashion industry? She said, fashion designing. And I said, if you're in a fashion designing, you have to design clothes, and you have to measure. And if you don't measure right, it won't fit people. And she said, oh, I won't do that job. There'll be people under me who'll do that measuring thing, but I'll just draw sketches for them. But I said, if you are the boss, they'll come to you for those questions. And then she said, oh, I'll be an architect, I'll just design. And I said, you have to measure walls. You need to know how big the house or the room is. So she was pretty convinced, but I hope she, likes math in her future, because she has to use it. And I have so many students like that. That's why I go and ask them their major, so I can connect some way or the other, and let them know that this is important. It's part, this helps you in all your majors. You need to know math. So there are little tricks that we do in class to help them build motivation. Interest. If you're interested in what you're doing, you'll definitely succeed. This is from my personal experience. I used to fail math until my 9th grade, and I tell this to my students. I just lacked motivation. I was not interested in math, and something happened in my 9th grade. I took tutoring too. I tell that to my students, and they're shocked, they're surprised. They're like, you failed math and you're a math professor? See, that's the transition here. And I keep telling them, if you're interested in what you're doing, you'll definitely succeed. And if you have support, your family support, and if you have financial support, I think they can pursue whatever they want to. They have to have time to do it. Some students don't have time to do it. And if you could find enough time to do what you're interested in, you'll definitely succeed. I think part of it comes from the institution too, from teachers, from faculty. If they are interested in what they're doing, if they want to help students, they show their students that they're willing to help them. That builds their trust towards faculty, and they come up and they share their experience, or they share their weakness. In that way we can better help them. I'm optimistic.